place where you feel the fire's gone out. In time we will heal, and light will pour out again, again, again. Light will pour out again, again, again. When the darkness surrounds the night without sound, we'll pull the wool down. We'll be together again, again, again. Be together again, again, again. No, we're gonna rise again. We got each other like a friend. And every time you think the end is near, you'll see the tides can turn, and we will rise again. We'll rise again. It's not the end. We'll rise again. We'll rise again. We'll make it together. When the chips are down and you're losing hope, the light will surround and show you the road again, again, again. Show you the road again, again, again. Wait for the sunrise and open your eyes. If we give it time, life will be so bright again, again, again. Life will be bright again, again, again. No, we're gonna rise again. We got each other like a friend. And every time you think the end is near, you'll see the tides can turn, and we will rise again. We'll rise again. It's not the end. We'll rise again. We'll rise again. We'll make it together. We'll make it together.
Good time zones, everybody, and welcome to Friday. And as Shadow says, thank Frauke it's Friday. Oh wait, no, that's not the normal way of doing it, is it? Greetings, Frauke, and I think there might be a TGM hiding in the corner there, and a Shadow, and a Raven, and anybody else who's lurking in the corners. Greetings, everybody. It is definitely Friday, thank goodness. We find me hanging out back at the original city because I needed more bread. Pure and simple. I was out of fruit. I'm a hoopy fruit, dudes. No. Let's. Really? Off by 1 hour on the sugarcane. How? What? Why? Why if I? Why off by 1? I thought this was a large enough area of. There it is. That's the one that was escaped. I thought while I was here I'd grab some sugarcane and then head over to the mines and get some more fireworks, because starting to run low. I think I don't want to know why there was 2 string hanging out in the corner there. I'm going to assume that was there just because I dropped it there previously, and not because a squirrel, a spider had accidentally dropped from the ceiling and died, or something. Hey, Nanian! Speaking of dropping from the ceiling, it's our resident drop bear. Or is it Drop Nanian? Hey. Minecraft. Did you have to? I had so nearly managed to land successfully. And a cyber. Hey! It's a Good Friday. A large portion of the group are here. Right. Jumping off of cliffs. You can tell I remembered to leave my my elytra on. It is. Yes. The weather has been abysmal here today, to the point at which I am trying to dodge a massive headache. So if I seem at all off during stream, I'm going to blame that. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. And that's a good amount of. This is. I would say this is almost worse than usual. It's bad enough that I think the roads nearby are flooded. Traffic has that everything's backed up because nobody wants to drive through the floods sort of feel about it. My silk touch pickaxe is looking a little bit worse the wear. Ah, yes. One thing I meant to check on. Where are my fishermen? What level did I ever get them to? My house is thankfully in an area that should hopefully not suffer from that. I'm breaking... yeah, do. Ah, you can buy campfires from fishermen. How did I never notice that? Yeah, true. They are exactly where I left them. The unfortunate shaping of their... through the round window. The unfortunate shaping of their house prevents them from running off. One of these days I should probably come along this road and modify it with some packed dirt. Or some wheaty dirt even. Packed dirt? Packed dirt doesn't exist, Scots. Yet now you're making up blocks. Current house and the new one have 0 chance of being flooded. That's a good thing. I have previously had a situation where one afternoon in an old house that was my parents', they were on holiday. I was sitting at the base of the stairs watching the water coming in through the floor because the entire neighbourhood was flooded. Yeah. And there was little to no... Well, hello. We have kindling. There was little to nothing I could do about it. Excuse me, sir. You have absolutely nothing of value. Seriously, dude. Could you not at least have, I don't know, lily pads? Drip leaf? I mean, that's not what I wanted either. Wow, auto mod. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much, auto mod. Right, you know what? I think probably the most valuable thing that he has with him are the 2 llamas. And even they don't want to go in the boat. You know what? I'm going to take my boat and leave. That's it. Don't care. Taking my boat and leaving. You are absolutely useless. In fact, dude, you are so useless. I am going to find... Ow. A flint and steel. I give you one more chance. Do you want to get in the boat? Hey, I thought you might. You're on the wrong side. Quite literally. Do you want to become part of Llamageddon, or do you want to... That's better. Goodbye! Today on Things to Do with Kindling. At least it's not raining. The kindling can actually be set fire to properly. Yep. Might as well add these to the Llamageddon supplies. No, dude. Don't. Oh! Did you have to get back in the boat? Rude! Fine. Oh dear. I have nothing to say to justify my actions there. That's interesting. I could have sworn I switched that off. Oh well. I have nothing to justify my actions except for the fact that that llama got into the boat at the worst possible moment. So, I did a little bit between streams, now that I'm not attempting to deal with llamas and so forth. And we have a path all the way down this side of the wall that helps work out what's going on, and I even finished off the path on this side of the rift as well, going along in front of this building, because honestly, you've all seen me build paths, and if you haven't, you're probably better off not seeing me build paths. This means that we can now focus on other things, notably sleeping, because apparently it's suicide shrub o'clock, and finishing off detailing the slightly chewed upon bakery. Those llamas can spit hard. Trying to remember what the whole llamas can spit thing just made me think of Winamp. I don't know why. been so long since Winamp was a useful thing to use. Raised knolls of land. In this... Oh, is that what it was? I knew it had something, and I just couldn't, for the life of me, remember the phrase. Because, to be honest, I don't think I really wanted to. Actually, I need not to be throwing myself in. This one should have some polished basalt in it. I refuse to comment on what automod and whips, or automod makes of whips. And that's where automod decides to draw the line. Thank you, automod, for that comedy moment. I should have brought a campfire or two over. Automod, generating just exactly the wrong statement at exactly the right time. Careful, Nanian. Automod might like that. Let's put that out with my fire extinguisher. One of these days I'm going to rename my shovel fire extinguisher. Just for the fact that that's not helpful. That's mostly what I use it for. Ow. And no present like time. You're assuming that I was about to say I have a do I have an anvil? Do I have an anvil? Where am I going to find an anvil? Let's use one of these ones. Where's my shovel? There it is. I was about to say, what's Sarah Michelle Gellar got to do with it? Or is that a moment if you leave Buffy out of this? Let's put a couple of those. One there. Let's put in some slabs. Put in some bits of this. I think we can probably put a couple of bits of wood down here. Maybe all of those, just to show that some of it's collapsed down in this direction. Feel right. Probably a little bit further across than... No, that's about right, actually. And I think probably there would have been some roof down here. But I think I'm going to assume that down here the roof has been eaten. I mean, we're lucky that there's any floor down here. There's a floor in that plan. There's a floor in them there hills. Yep. What did I come over here for? Ah, yes. A couple of blocks of this. A couple of blocks of this. And I have absolutely no stone brick in my stone brick chest. I'm slightly shocked and utterly appalled at the fact that I have no stone brick in my stone chest. It's like, well, that's not the most useful of things not to have. I mean, really, what were you thinking, Scots? Wait a minute. That requires one dubious requirement. That requires me to have been thinking. Probably should have converted that into a stair. There we are. Let's put it there. Yeah, that feels better. Now we have stuff that suggests that this has been eaten away a little bit. Eaten away, eaten away, eaten away, eaten away. In the ravine, evil ravine. The building's been eaten away. Nah. There. Don't mind me. Right. Feels better now there's signs that this building used to actually be a bit more of a building. Yeah. What I do think is I probably should get a couple of pieces of glass. Let's see. I've got glass. Hey, it's off. No, I don't think it's BSOD. No, if anything, it's attempting to work out just at what point people start to consider my singing to be against the Geneva Convention. Definitely end of week craziness, though. Because that always kicks in round about Friday. Okay. I think structurally, whoops, I've just fallen in the pit. Structurally, I'm going to declare that building complete. Structurally. I think it needs a few other bits of work done to it, like maybe a foliage pass might be useful, but I think what I would like to do is work out what the heck happened here. That's one of those sort of oh oh dear. There we are. There we are. A full double pop for you, Tor. And hail hydrate. Yep. Did I warn you? My body hates me. Let's see. I should probably eat as well. Perhaps I should add a custom one of remember to eat in game, Scots, because you're you're running low on health. Okay. Now, the comment had been, let's work out what the heck happened here, and the comment was about to be, that also feels an awful lot like the sort of thing that a parent would say after coming back in and finding this sort of level of damage. Which is one of those, yeah. Just see it. Parent comes back from holiday and comes back and the kids are like, something happened. And the parents look around and it's like, CrystalThulhu has eaten the building. What were you doing? It's like, we didn't have a party. We didn't have a party, but CrystalThulhu has eaten the city. No, yep. Friday has kicked in. I haven't even been drinking yet. No matter whether or not the 1 3/4 litre bottle of rum that was delivered has been attacked by the squirrels. I don't know what to make of a building here. I think that's the wrong size. I think what I should do is, let's take away some of this. Let's landscape a little. That one, so that's a curved corner. A couple more of those. Flatten off this edge a bit. There we are. Now that feels a bit more. I mean, this. There's not much of this building to be even a corner. I mean, I could build a corner wall. Yeah, it is one of those. Not even with Time Team and a decent graphic artist could you figure out what that building used to be. So let's ponder. I mean, the biggest problem is the rift's kind of even taken out where the corners could be. So what I'm tempted to do is bring a corner up to here. Just so that we actually have somewhere to build a corner. I think I might... Actually, we can do one wall. Yeah. Tony would be going, is it a temple? Is it a temple? Have we finally found a temple? And then Phil would slap him upside the head for climbing into his trench without actually asking first. Just another pig shit. Yep. That sounds about right. Although they did quite well in a couple of the recent digs. I was watching one at the weekend. They put up... what was it? The Knights... What the heck is it? Knights Hospitalia dig that they did last year. Where's my spare deep slate? Ah, there it is. Very nice.
Alright.
Yeah, I probably should have watched it live. I know I've got access to it. Actually, I should probably have brought a couple of deep slate cobble. Do I have deep slate cobble stairs? No, but I've got deep slate cobble slabs, so I'll use those instead rather than making something new.
Remember all the happy times we had?
Did I have any cobble deep slate cracked bricks? Yes. It's not cobble deep slate, but it's close enough. It's cracked deep slate bricks. That's the one. Yeah, you're absolutely right there, Tor. And I'm not entirely convinced I have spoons. I think my spoons drawer looks like Uri Geller's been rummaging through it. Buzz buzz. There is no spoon.
Alright.
10,000 knives when all you need is a spoon. That sounds more like the plot for one of the Highlander films. What am I looking in there? Let's turn those into that. And let's make a few of those. There can be only one spoon. Yeah, let's go with that one. Spoon! Almost sounds like it's a Sean Connery accent. Spoon! I had actually planned on having that the other way up. Thank you very much. It's almost as good as Sean Connery's Russian accent. Let's do that. Let's have a collapsed bit. No. Let's have a collapsed bit here instead. What shall we do with the inner floor? What shall we do with the inner floor? What shall we do with the inner floor? Hammer? Loch Ness. No, I think an amethyst floor would be a bad idea. Actually, what I would like is probably, let's go with the birch floor. Really what I need to do is get these two buildings built as well, and then we can put in this path, and actually it's 3 buildings. If we can build 3 more buildings, I can... probably the same reason I have a headache as well. Weather. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. If you can manage to transfer a brain cell with a spoon, I know of a few surgeons who would like to have a chat with you. Now, one thing I have discovered, which I saw as a result of somebody else doing this. is that even the full blocks of wood can be stripped. Ow. And you end up with no... Well, that too. You end up with no wood markings on the sides. Have I done that right? Yes, I have. Good. I was not aware of the ability to do that. I don't know why I didn't realise that you could actually strip those logs as well. Or even strip wood as opposed to logs. Actually, what I would like to do is turn those into those. Do I have any of those as... Yes, I do. Let's get some of those. And turn those into slabs. There they are. She is here somewhere. So many pieces of yellow wool lying around. Right. Campfires in the helpful. Yep, that'll do. Oh, I put away the... Grr. I put away the useful materials. Of course I did. What I might do is leave a hint that there used to be something just here. Not much, just a little bit. I had planned on putting that this way, thank you very much. Global mole conspiracy. That's one possibility. I'm fairly sure I've had this had conversations and thoughts along the lines of it not being the global mole conspiracy, but in fact actually being something like what was it? Magpies. Squirrels versus magpies was the concept that I went through for a while. Because the magpies accused the squirrels of stealing everything and giving them a bad name and that sort of thing. Which, of course, being magpies, it's like, you're accusing us of stealing everything? A little bit over there to hint at foundations. No, that's when the squirrels and the magpies eventually team up against the red kites. Yes, I have thought about this far too much, I suspect. Although, to be honest, is there ever such a thing as too much? When it comes to surrealism and randomness. World War II Red Wall. I mean, could be worse. Have I got any standard stone? Because something tells me I should probably have a... where's my normal stone? There it is. I should probably have it so that it looks like that wooden floor is actually on top of a foundation layer. I mean, it's not a terrible thing. Could you imagine if we turned this into a full scale storyline? You know, artwork, the works. Which reminds me, I actually have. So, I think it was earlier in the week, we were having the conversation about Evil Hitler. No. Let's avoid making any comparisons like that. What was I about to say? Yes. I think it was earlier in the week where we were having a discussion about Haggai and Haggises and things like that. And I'm still waiting for the artwork that surprisingly turned up in my Twitter feeds during the week, all about Haggises. Is there a hole there? Who knows? Let's fill it with that. I'd say that gives us the remains of a building. Not much of one, but the remains of one. What I might do is find some glass and put in a couple of pieces. It's in my Discord. And I did retweet it on Twitter. I have a feeling that hopefully that should arrive, with luck, either tomorrow or Monday. That's not going to work. I do. There you are. I got bored and decided I probably should have one for announcements of when I'm going live, that sort of thing. Just so that... well, partly because I can't always rely... I know we have permission from Lyra to use hers. Or I did get permission from Lyra to use hers for posting announcements and so forth, but I don't want to completely take over, which is what it was feeling like occasionally. And so I set that up as a secondary. I do like the fact that when these are actually over the top of a stair, they almost match. So it does actually work. Nope, wrong one. Here you here. Okay. If I push this button, how does that look? I'd say that gives us the feeling that there used to be a building there, and that not even God can figure out what it is anymore. Now there's supposed to be a path here going off in this direction, straight underneath where that is, and it's supposed to go along the front of these. But I'm also thinking it might be nice to start filling out at least the corners of this building, just to get a feel for what its shape is and where its front door is, and then we can actually just decorate in front of it. So let's gather materials. Stone? Stone feels like a good idea. Are we able to sleep yet? Yes. Excellent. Because this building is going to feel very much like it's been picked on. Because it's got tentacles up in two corners. Let's move the camera count back a bit. I'm not going to fill in that corner because I'm thinking of having it look like this corner has been slightly ravaged by the fact that this is appearing. So let's start filling in. This set of walls. Because if I can work out at least the front edge of this wall, or maybe even that one, then we can decorate this corner, and then we can start going whole hog on sorting out the final decorative pretties pass on that building, this area, and this building. No, other way around. Let's make it look like that's been thoroughly chewed through. Hello, pig. Are you interested in becoming part of this building? Is this a subtle hint? Was this, say, a butcher's? Right next to the baker's? Does that mean that this one has to be the candlestick maker? I had to say it. I had to say it. And now that I have said it, I am actually thinking that that combination of three is going to work quite nicely. Oh dear, with the piggy art. Okay, I don't quite understand art. That one as a quote goes straight over my head, I'm afraid. Art brought forth the candle. Right, so that I actually remember these things, as opposed to the remembering of the stone that I actually went back there for even. Right, let's get some more. I suppose I've got some. Of course I have. And some of those, and some of those. I love the fact that having this rift here means that I'm constantly having to jump over it because I've not left myself a decent path around. It's like, I didn't think that one through, did I? Okay. Other way around might be better. He says putting it back exactly the same way around as it was. Nicely done. Pig. Pig. Go away before I name you. Or I maim you. And I don't care which. That feels good, because that sort of stops just at the point where it would have been eaten by the tentacle, so I like that. And we've got indications of most of this, so now we can actually work backwards and start putting in the remains. Of the rest of the wall. So, possibly taking a bit too much out there. Let's go for that one and that one. Yeah, there's 2 there, 3 there. It's not symmetrical, which is nice. I find symmetry on something like destruction tends to be boring. Let's see. What I might do is one there. And only have one here. And in fact, let's not have one there at all. Have one there. That's better. Where are we going to have the door to this? Because I mean, that feels like it might be a key thing to anchor into the building. Where is the front door? Let's I'm thinking here. Feels like a good place for a front door. That way it's facing this. It's got remains of stuff there. Can have a window here. Probably can put in a bit more dirt here so that it's better. Yeah, that feels a bit more appropriate. Okay, and a couple of those. I think I'm going to have to do a... Oh. Let's do a bit of a moss pass in a couple of places. Really should probably swap that for mossy cobble. Or actually no, the mossy cobble might be a good thing. Not that I have any. Well, I have, but I wanted it as a mossy cobble stair. So back across the rift. I love the way that every time I move my sort of impromptu campsite, it ends up in exactly the wrong place. It doesn't matter where I move it to. I mean, I had to move it earlier today to be able to sort of fill in this section of path because it was right on top of it. It's like, I just can't win. I'm also just realised I've launched myself across the rift just as darkness is falling. So this is probably a terrible time to be over here. But so be it. Right. Back over the other side again. Okay. Given that it's a butcher's, I'm tempted to go for a black and white flooring. Because to me, I hear butchers and I tend to think of the sort of classical black and white checkerboard flooring. I think those two work quite nicely together. You might be right there, Cyber. I mean, that one's fallen that far. Yeah. What I might do is actually have this as a two-room building. Let's say this line is going to be copycat G for the floor. Hey, TGM. You lost me on what you mean by copyright. Sticky keys. Ah. Yeah, I think shop front should be smaller. Well, no, because you need somewhere to have the shop and somewhere to have the workshop. No, it's just shop and butchery area. That's it. It is only 2 parts to this building. So it is quite literally shop front and prep area. We might make this area the shop front then, and have another doorway here. Ah, didn't mean to do that. How about if we have... Take that out. Ah. And I'm out of... I will admit, I don't think I've seen your black and white floors TGM. So, if it is what you've done, I A, apologise for stealing your bit, and B, didn't even know I was doing it. Let me out of this hole. Okay, so this section is the workshop, this is the frontage. And we need another door. Here. Do a door with those. Which means that we can then put in... Actually, I'm going to have those for the doorway sides in here. So we've got doorway out here, workshop, actually, no. Let's have the doorway out here into the small inner courtyard. And maybe we have a pen here with 2 or 3 pigs in it, waiting for their unfortunate day to arrive. That actually probably seems like it might make a heck of a lot more sense. Ah. And what we probably want to do is raise the ground level back here a bit. a pig pen just here. Not a very big one. They're not going to live here. This is where they're about to be slaughtered. Also, right, I'm about to think of a few things that I should like to do. I'm going to need one of these because I want to actually be able to think. Yeah, nope, that's... Put those in there for the moment. How much wool have I got left over? I mean, this is the second building of the day, so quite a bit is apparently the answer. Where's the... I'm going to have to start transporting wool back to IKEA. I've got way too much locally. Also, I actually have a decent amount of sand. And I still have the murder snow. Which, at some point, I really should get round to actually starting to use in the nether. But that's going to require me finding a bastion. I mean, I've got a rough idea of where a bastion is. I just don't have the exact location. What was I looking in here for? No, it's too smooth. Nope. Fine. Okay. Right. What I want to double check is, can you... Yes, you can. That's good. Okay, I need one of those. Facing that way. Those facing that way. And I need to sleep because apparently it's getting dark. Let's temporarily use this bedroom under the stairs. This building has definitely seen better days. Let's see. Those. So that's probably good. What I need to do is take that out. And I'm going to put it beneath. And then what I'm going to do is... Interesting. Very interesting. This chest is absolutely stock rammed full of absolute dross. I mean, it's got like 4 stacks of basalt in it, which doesn't help. Let's put the basalt in there. What did I come over here for? Well, the first things first is to get rid of that sign. And do I have... Yes, I do. Fantastic. I want an 8. Not one of those. And And since this place hasn't been used for a while... Where's my nearest water supply? Speaking of water, hell hydrate! I think you were trying to make sure that I actually... Oh, what was that? The, yes, Tamagotchi streamer, remark. I think it was on, Twitter I saw today. Investing points in looking after your streamer and making sure you feed it and water it and look after it and so forth. I wonder if you can waterlog a... Yes, you can. So the idea is this was the sluice for washing away the blood. But it's gotten a little backed up and full of water now. I could probably do with swapping a couple of these over to being just standard diorite and maybe some cobble deep slate. Just to sort of give the break up the floor of the abattoir. Yeah. Actually, that's a good point. Stonecutter probably makes sense back there, doesn't it? I will be hanging chains from the ceiling, and I might actually hang up a piece of ent log to look a bit like a smooth basalt. Actually, smooth basalt might work better than do I have... Oh, I do have some diorite. I'll probably put the stonecutter up on a fence. So it's actually on a tabletop. Right, that one... No. I wanted to put the diorite there. That's better. At the moment, I'm going to assume that the Gordons haven't gotten this far. I might change my mind about that, depending on what we do, but they haven't broken in. They're not in the ruined mansion, so took them long enough to fix the gate. Yeah, I mean, they're not exactly the best of construction workers. Right, what I need to do is actually I probably should come back through and actually do that as a proper pass of breaking the floor up. Besides, the Gordons probably just walked around it. They might have taken one look at all the tentacles and gone, I don't want anything to do with that. And honestly, who can blame them? And let's put those in there. No, that one. Let's go and deal with my hunger. I know I'm in need of food. I couldn't sprint anymore. Right. definitely wreck that one. That one. I should probably turn one of those into cobble. I don't normally like diorite as a raw block, but I think it works quite nicely in this when breaking up that floor. It's a bit too noisy normally. Basalt, and what I'm going to grab is a couple of the cobble deep slate to really break up the front. But first, let's go through here and do a bit of this. Probably turn a couple of those into something a bit more. I'd say that's enough. I don't want to go too far with it. Right. Let's get ourselves a countertop for the stone cutter. And actually, since this is a butcher's, I think the countertop should probably be iron trap doors, so that you can wash it off. Do I have... Ooh, I have a mangrove log. I'll take one of those. No. What do I do with all of my dark oak? Why do I have basalt in there? These questions and many more will not be answered. I think I must have moved the dark oak all the way back to the tavern. Typically. That one? Nope. That one? Nope. That one? Yes. Oh, I've got dark oak planks in my inventory. Dope. When did I take the bed out of here? Farfig Newton. Why do I not have a bed in there anymore? Oh, I think I know why. Because I decided that this was more appropriate. Whoopsie. Right, let's deal with... Oh. Might as well actually use the crafting bench in there rather than running all the way back across the rift to make that and that. I love the fact that I wasn't even planning on building this building at all today, and yet here we are. that. That feels right. And let's... Nope. Like so. There we are. What I'll probably do is have a couple hanging up off of chains in here. Let's put a doorway on the front. And I got, yes. Infer that the door's collapsed there. It's not a very good inferral. They're not quite the same type of door, but it's close enough. I love the way that I'm halfway through mentally planning out the interior and I haven't even got walls on this place. It's like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Oh, hold on. Do that. These walls anyway. I know. I mean, they just get in the way. I am going to need a couple of leads. And I've got a load of mud in one of these. There we are. And yes, let's make that many of those. And let's take one of those. And I've still got a bucket in my inventory. I don't know why I've only got one, but one is all I need right now. Oh, hold on. I need a gate. You'll do. I should probably sort out that wall as well. Oh, dear. I should have brought some coarse dirt as well. Let's put that in. I think I've got coarse dirt in the purple one. Yes. And what am I going to do with a wall? What are we going to do with the wall again? Okay. No. Yes. Right. Right. So if I put that there, I can then put those there. And that there, and that there. And then like so. Where's that bucket? Convenient infinite water source. Okay. briefly cheat by looking at things from on high. And over here, I know I saw Porky. There he is. And friends. Yep. Even the chicken's going to the butcher's. Hold on. I'm not going to leave a parentless egg. Don't worry. I'm not going to be a cruel and heartless person. I won't leave your egg without a family. That sounds possibly worse than it. Hey. Hey, oh. Where are my leads? Get. Fine. I guess you get to live. I'll steal your. I'll kidnap your friend instead. Come back here. You can lead a pig to slaughter, but you can't actually work out where the heck you're going because of a rift. Chicken. Thank you. Apparently the chicken decided that it was going to take a detour. Over the wool. Right. Everyone in. Well done. And you can stay there forever now. And your egg died. And I can't be bothered to reclaim the last of those leads because I've got so many of them. Right, so that gives us two chickens and a pig. No, 2 pigs and a chicken. I can't count. Raw salmon is in case of cats. Why do I even have Nautilus shells in here when I've got a perfectly good shulker that has them in it? Ooh, that gives me enough for another conduit. How many conduits have I got now? 6. What am I going to do with 6 conduits? Actually, don't answer that. That may come in handy at some point. Right. Nope, not that one. I'm going to get another piece of this. It had crossed my mind at some point, Tor. I was pondering a what's the word I'm looking for? A possible world similar in design, or area of world, slightly similar in design to, oh, what's the game? You better just be Rain. What's the name of the game I'm thinking of? Oh, BioShock. Yeah. Right. I suppose I should sleep. A, because it'll get rid of the rain, and B, because it's dark. Let's get 3 more of those. I find it slightly surreal that I'm spending all of my time decorating the interior of this building before building the rest of the building. And then of course I remembered it's me, and that's what I do. this place is trashed. Right. I wanted to... Now I know where the building is. I think I'd like to actually spend a bit of time sorting out this path. And then allowing myself the opportunity to finish up the rift with a foliage pass, I think. So let's get dangerous. No, I'm not Darkwing Duck. I can put away those. I'll put those in there for the moment. And that. Right, so we've got there, here, 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 a bit there and a bit there. That was supposed to be tough, but okay, I guess not. I should get some mossy cobblestone. And I'm going to need the moss blocks as well. Don't know why I've got so many stacks of... Oh, no. I was about to say one of those was supposed to be gravel. But apparently the gravel is also in there. Okay. Gravel pass. Oh, I've not been doing down here. Dagnabbit. Gravel, 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 gravel. Mossy cobble, moss. Right. Coarse dirt in a few places. So here, here, here. There. I need half slabs here. Conveniently, I happen to have a stone cutter to hand. There we are. Path goes this way. Let's turn that one into gravel. That. Okay, so you would have walked past this building along here, going past this building. I'm tempted to make that one taller, but I'm not sure. It's not very obvious that that's the corner of a building. Except for the fact that most every other building has those for the corner of it, so actually it is all right. No, I think I want to make that one taller. It just doesn't feel like it stands out enough. That's better. That is a lot better. It's amazing what that one block difference is to your perception of it. It goes from being Yeah, there's something there too. Okay, that's the corner of something. Right. I think... Since I'm going to want... I know I want to do this. I'm going to do the foliage pass. Because I'd like to get the foliage pass done today, so that we can actually see what this looks like before the end of the week. I think that kind of makes sense. I know that a foliage pass for me can take hours. Most of this is Azalea? Okay. Ooh, moss blocks. Useful. 6 bone meal. That can go onto the stack. What have we got? That's not helpful. Aha! Spruce. Brilliant. I want the darker colour for the rift. Wow! I've got a decent amount of mud and packed mud over here. I must have been preparing for doing a solid walkthrough of starting a road. Yes. I should hold that for the moment. For those. Really, I can't even remember which chest I got things out of. Because I want a whole heap of dark oak fences. Because they make great base for trees and so forth. Yes. Okay, let's start on the foliage pass. It's going to be light in this corner for the moment because we haven't actually got a building yet. This one will actually give the azalea. Right. Here, a little bit there. So I'm going to assume that all of this is going to... that the crystals are going to grow so slowly that nature will have attempted to... Dagnabbit. Take over certain areas. Because it kind of feels right. Because it wouldn't make sense for this to be entirely crystalled. I mean, maybe it would. It just doesn't feel right to me. And as the one who's responsible for making this world feel how he wants it, it's kind of my problem. I should probably get to bed. If it grows rather than moves, greenery would definitely have time to grow on or against it. Yeah, that's my logic, because I don't think this crystal is going to move. I don't think it's that type of crystalline entity. I think it is something that grows and effectively takes over. Ooh, crystallized a couple of trees is going to be... That would be danged difficult, or... I have no idea how I would achieve that. And now I want to. How do I make a crystal tree? Also, how do I get out of this pit? How would I make a crystalline tree? You've got me thinking now, and I really want to try and work out how I would do it. No, I don't expect you to be sorry. Mostly because it's a good idea. The problem is, it's a good idea. Amethyst instead of leaves, quartz block for the wood. Quartz block. Crown moves. Okay, Raven has probably the nicest combination of everybody's answers there. I think there's like 8 different answers, and merging them starts... Also the most expensive. Yeah, chiseled quartz block. The problem with chiseled quartz is, does that... I've not got that anywhere else in this entire concept, so I'm not sure that that feels like it's the right thing to go with. Have I not done this area? I mean, actually, I know why I've not done this area, because I've been dealing with stuff. I mean, I've definitely got crystal buds on the floor in certain places, see, like here and over there, starting to grow, and they're starting to take over here. So I've got precedent for it. So have I got a pair of shears? Yes, good. Because what I wanted is some grass so that I can put it into sections where it just would not be possible to grow it in any other way. Oh, that's the top of an azalea bush. I forgot I'd done that. I feel like I probably want to stick a normal tree in somewhere, but I'll come back to that thought in a minute. Can you plant grass on... Oh, you can. I'm not even sure why I've got one piece of mud down there, but okay. Anywhere down here that looks like it should be at least slightly foliaged. Stuff attempting to survive. If I had any dead bush, I probably should have gone in with a few of those. Definitely not flowers though. Okay. I feel a lot better about that as a look now. I mean, from this view, it really definitely it's got a good feel to it now. I think I like the idea of a tree. Now the question is how to do it and where to do it. I think the how is still likely to be... Ooh, yes. I've found the where as well. I think the crying obsidian is probably the closest. What I might do is... a few bits of that. I don't actually have... snag it. Don't give a damn about that. Right. Oof, I'm nearly out of large amethyst buds. That's not good. Right. Ah! No. Hold on. Okay, I have a plan. Deep slate cobble walls as well makes sense. I've also just had another thought. Let's make those. And let's get that. Is that all of the bone meal I have left? Damn. Let's get you. Actually, I should probably have brought 3 of those. Of course. Oh no, whatever shall I do? Yeah, I know. My lack of bone meal is going to be such a difficult thing to manage. What I'm thinking is I'm going to grow a dark oak tree and selectively replace some of the logs with the crying obsidian, put in some branches and replace some of the leaves so it looks like the tree is being eaten. I think that's going to help with sort of making it look more natural. Yeah. Om nom nom. Because if I try and do it on its own... Ooh, I'm trying to decide if I want to do it here, but it feels a little... or somewhere like here. And I think somewhere like here makes most sense, because this is one of the thickest sections of... and it grew. And that is going to be a good one to... yes. Right. So the obvious bit is take that out. And that out. It's a dark oak. Dark oaks are pretty good at being fairly good, I think. Too much. Actually, no, the base would have been the heaviest affected, so that kind of works. That one and that one and that one. And then what we start doing is we possibly put one of those there, but we start putting crystal buds. Actually, take that off again. Start putting crystal buds into the tree itself. And now we start in with the deep slate, and I could really do with... where's my scaffolding? There it is. Actually, I don't care about the leaves. start in with the crystals. Ah, you can't put crystals on leaves. Okay. Too much. Let's put in something smaller. I know nobody's ever going to see those ones, but got to be fairly heavy with the crystal clusters because otherwise that area will be spawnable. I'm trying to avoid building a spawnable tree. Seeing the no drama safety alarm out the corner of my eye and thinking it's a skeleton for some reason. Oh wow. Okay, that feel. I look at that. That is that's quite that's almost disturbing. I think I like the buds hanging off the bottom of the leaves. Yeah. Okay, I think if I do much more to that tree, it's going to overpower it. But I really, really like that. That mix of everybody's thoughts, it just works so well. I think what I need is one more crying obsidian here, though. So that it's all linked. And possibly a couple of pieces of deep slate. Just not solid. Geode is the origin. What about instead of it, it's a crystal tree? Oh boy. You mean like a larger one of these? That's going to need an absolute metric duck ton of crying obsidian. But if I was going to do that, I'd use the geode as the root ball. Coconut tree. Shorter, large jungle tree. So start it as a jungle tree and build it off of that. Like something like this one. Something like that one. That that could be... I mean, we've got the space for it in the cavern. I'll have a think about that one. I think that one, we're getting into sort of massive amounts of work. But then again, when have I ever avoided? Welcome back, Nanian. I'm going to look forward to seeing what that looks like in Pretty's mode. Because that looks just so disturbing. That tree has... That tree has... Wow. Yeah. Apparently I can't sleep yet. I might as well take this opportunity to get back over to the other side of the rift and empty my inventory. I refuse to comment on that, Cyber, on the grounds of I plead the fifth. I'm not quite sure what I'm pleading the fifth of, but I have only 13 crying obsidian left. But actually, by doing that, I didn't... Fifth of Scotch. Now, that might be nice. I plead insanity, then. I think I can get away with that one. Amethyst trunk, branches, end rods for small branches, and stained glass for the leaves. Stained glass might work. Don't know about the end rods. I don't have many of those, and yes, I know that can be easily rectified just by spending some time in the end. When was the last time anyone saw me in the end? It's been nearly a year. Probably been a year since I was last in the end. Oh, I haven't got any leaves. Am I supposed to finish this foliage pass without any more leaves? Go back here. I know there's a capper on the bottom of that. But I think the fact that I have an elytra and shulker boxes is a dead giveaway. And I'm very well aware at the capper on the end of it, because you're trying to troll. Also, multiple elytra. Yeah. Because, hey, at some point I'm going to screw up and break one. This feels inadequate by way of it needs something extra. Or worse, fall into the void. Yeah. Or worse, fall into lava and lose everything. Probably as the result of digging straight down at some point. Ow. Or knowing me, I'm going to fly straight into something. Ah, there's supposed to be a footpath through here. Whoopsie. Oh well. I can't finish Elytras aren't netherite, though, Tor. Corpse or tombstone mod. Yeah. Or I could just switch on the game mode of keep inventory. Is it game mode or game rule? I think it's a game rule. I just don't. How is it cheating if it's a game rule? It's not cheating, it's just using the options better. Okay, let's have a quick look around. I mean, we still need to put walls and a roof on the butchers. That building is gone. The bakery is showing extreme signs of having been taken to pieces. That tree is disturbing, and I love it. We've done this side of the bakery. We've got this side of this wall in place now. A little bit there. I feel like I should do something more to the towers here by way of foliage, but I think I'll have to come back to that. I kind of feel like I want a tree here. Just a normal one, not one that's been completely corrupted. But I'm tempted to leave that until we build out this building. In before raspberry. Nah. Let's see. Actually, what I should do is grab those and those, and any area that's near to a tendril should probably have signs of crystals starting to grow up through the ground. I've done that here. That's good. Oh, I haven't actually bone mealed there. Where's a tendril? There's a tendril. Basically, the small buds coming through should be the precursor to... Actually, I shouldn't put one there yet, because there's supposed to be a path here. Typical. Should be the precursor to the area being taken over properly. You can just see it, people in their houses and in the roads, seeing these crystals just starting to appear suddenly against outside of buildings and going... Where's that coming from? What is that? And then as they slowly grow more and more of them, people starting to get really sort of worried and a bit panicked as these crystals start to appear and take over. definitely be a quite spooky experience, I suspect, seeing these crystals beginning to appear and grow. Actually, I'm going to take that one down and put it upside down. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's because that's a half slab. I was like, why can't I put one on the side, on top of that? And it's because it's a half slab.
New people, new places, we're the same. A moment frozen in time. Wish I could
I don't know, I think is the answer to that. Well, that would be freaky, Frauke. Right, I think that's enough of those to properly make this place truly disturbing. Yeah, I think that's probably the concept, Nanian. I think Frauke's right. Having it like mould, growing on ceilings, on walls, and slowly starting to take over, and then just literally starting to rip the world apart as it eats it, as it grows into bigger concentrations. I think that's the sort of the idea that I'm thinking is going to work best here. Actually, I've got grass in one of these. Not much, but some. Woof. Yeah. Fighting any battle with mold is not nice, so yeah, you have my sympathies on that one. Do I have any chests into which I can place Dark Oak? Good grief. That's better. I know I didn't start the stream building with the intention of building the butchers, but I'd kind of like to get a decent way into finishing it today, I think, if I can. And the problem is my head is hurting. So let's just see how far we can get. I mean, that said, we're at quarter to pretties, so... Oh, blimey. Tor, that would truly be creepy. I mean, I had pondered suggesting that it might be worth turning on the micro blocks option for the Wandering Traders, because I've seen a lot of people using microblocks from Wandering Traders, and it kind of sort of feels like it's not a big cheat because they're basically heads. But the Armor Stands book, yeah, that really is getting a little bit beyond it. Actually, they are mob heads, Tor. There have been a lot of people who have put time in, and mob heads are actually made exactly as the blocks. Oh, okay. Sorry, wasn't sure if you knew. Mob heads with different textures. That's the one, Nanyan. You can set it so that the wandering trader will sell them. This one. It's something that Hermitcraft have. Thinking about it. And so do quite a few other, I think, I was about to say Empires might have it, but I don't think Empires does. I'm also not happy with the way that that block joins to the back of this, so I might have to move that. I know this is going to sound gross, but I'm going to move it onto the floor, as though it's fallen off the bench. I mean, I will admit, I'm actually pondering it, Tor. That feels good. Yes, Nanyan? That looks better. Where are we? 10-2. Yes, they will look okay for anyone playing pure vanilla because they are literally player heads. And it operates exactly, and you can actually get vanilla player heads. Or rather, you can get player heads in vanilla. You have normally to get player heads in vanilla, you have to switch on a game rule, I think, for PvP. Can't remember. Embrace the weird. I'm gonna leave it off for them. I'm gonna use the skin interface. There are literally a bunch of accounts with skins that are those blocks. I think Minecraft themselves might actually make them, but I'm not sure. I think at this point I'm gonna lock myself away and go to Pretty's mode slightly early today, I think. Okay, yeah, settings, shaders. Let's have a look. I really want to see what this tree of evil looks like. And survey says, oh, that tree is, oh wow, that tree is I gotta say, that tree is fucked. Even the llama's like, get me away from here. There is a reason why this stream is set to mature audiences, Nanian. I don't utilize it very often, but it's basically there for that reason. Occasionally I will want to say something like that. Also, oh boy, I really, really like this result. I do try to keep PG-13 as well. Wow. I'm actually waiting for the sun to set because I want to see what this tree looks like in the dark. Sod. No. That one I probably wouldn't. So it's under the heading of you sod. What you mean here? Sundown in general is just... Oh, wow. That is brutal in the dark. There. Well, I think I've just found the stream thumbnail for today. I mean, these crystals in this pack, just nice. I'm very glad that Glow Lichen is much more muted in this shader pack than it was previously, because it used to look like basically ghost snot. But now Glow Lichen just has a faint glow. Do I have a Spore Blossom? I do, but I don't think I want to. I think because the Spore Blossom has green, I think it might feel wrong. Yay for end of the month inventory. The Spore Blossom itself is pink, but the floating spore is actually green. And yeah, that dripping effect from the crying obsidian. I think that is the bit that really makes this just that little bit more oh my. I'm curious how much this looks. Oh yeah, from a distance you can definitely see that this place is in trouble. And actually, that's something that we haven't done. Let's log back in again. I am very curious what the map looks like. Magic circle. We might end up with a magic circle at some point, somewhere in this world. Also, even at sunrise, that looks pretty damn awesome. Right. Let's get an update of the world map. And then I think we will be at calling it point. Oh, I am not digging out any more for the end portal. That thing's already enormous. That one. Do I need to go further south? No, I think I've got all of it now. Now, if I happen to end up finding another end portal... yeah, like I'm going to go finding another end portal. Bad. I was lucky enough to find the... Ooh! I like that. That is really starting to take over. I'm really kind of surprised by just how much of the city is in place now. It's, Cyber, what did you eat, or not? God, the amount of... Yeah. However, let me ponder something. No, okay. However, yeah, there's the amount of detail in that map is getting silly, and I'm loving it. However, yes. At this point, I am going to take this opportunity to wrap up so that Cyber can go and get some food. And I can go and take a break. I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a great weekend. I would like to say thank you to everyone for joining me. Both those in the chat, those lurking, and those who watch after the fact, because I know there's probably one or two. Everyone go and check your mould for crystalline entities, and I will see you all again next week at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now. And yeah, bye bye.